Hey everyone, hope you're all having a good day and welcome to Tekken with me, your host, Horde616. Today is going to be a beginner tutorial on my main character, Kazuya Mishima. This is going to be all basic stuff. We will progress, I guess, through beginner, intermediate, advanced, and I guess I don't want to say pro level because I'm not a pro, but I play. Let's call it high level. Let's just say that, So let's go ahead and get into the practice mode here. So currently I'm a Tekken King. In my rank, my prowess is about like a 220k, something like that. I haven't played ranked with any other characters, so just get Kazuya in here. And so me personally, I like to practice against Ling Xiaoyu. I believe she's the smallest character in height in the game. So if you can basically land triple electrics on Ling Xiaoyu, basically you'll do all right. We're not really gonna try to go for triple electrics for this video, but let's see. Let's pick. This is a good map. This is a good map when you're trying to learn any kind of combos. But we'll pick this one for now.
Get ready for the
It's got stage breaks, and you've got different types of directions you can go to using your heat system. But this video is mainly going to be about Electric Wind Godfist. So for about a couple of weeks, I had struggled with learning Electric Wind Godfist because I was trying to learn it the traditional way, right? Which is with triangle, forward, neutral, down, down, forward, and triangle or two. Now this is using both your hands, your thumb on your right hand and your thumbs on your left hand. So your brain has to basically put 100% of its ability to timing two separate parts of your body to be in unison and line up, right? So this video, for you guys that already have Electric Wind Godfist down pack, is not really for you. There might be something for you later on in the video. But this is going to be for the absolute beginner that is trying to consistently get Electric Wind Godfist down. I bound triangle and X to my L1. Okay, so when I do this, and you see this input, and you saw triangle and X, but I get an electric, that is why. So this makes it so you have one hand and you only have to focus on your index finger on your left hand and your thumb on your left hand to be in unison. It's a lot easier to have one hand be on the same time frame than two hands, right? So even though you might be able to do it the traditional way, in my personal opinion, this is a lot easier. So for the sake of this video, going forward, we will be doing electrics this way, okay? Now, as long as I can remember from Tekken 3, maybe even before that, I played Tekken 2, but I never messed with keybinds. I know from Tekken 3 and on, you were able to do this method and it worked totally fine. I mainly played Tekken 5, and I honestly didn't play Tekken 6 much or Tekken 7. I actually skipped those two games just because I didn't like the direction that the game was going, and I came back for Tekken 8 when this first launched, right? So give me a second, I'm going to change this music. Okay, so try to keep it Tekken. Alright, so obviously, like I said, forward, neutral, down, forward, and then L1. Far easier than doing it the traditional way. Okay? Now, you can also, if you so choose, and if you find this easier for you, you can choose to skip neutral and just do forward, down, down, forward, and your button, which would be L1 in this case. Again, that's just another way of doing electrics. The game has given you several different options of how to do electrics. This is just another way. So this button already makes it substantially easier. Okay. Now, other than that, since we're on the topic of electrics, we're going to talk about dash electrics and deep dash electrics, which are some that I have just performed there. Once you master doing regular electric wing godfist, it doesn't matter if you use triangle or you use my L1 method. Triangle would be traditional. My L1 method would be considered a hybrid electric, is what I like to call it. All right. So when you do electric, you basically, as soon as the electric comes out, in Tekken 8, you're allowed to buffer movement. Okay. I would say take advantage of it because that's how you're going to be able to land multiple electrics consistently, especially during, like, if you're trying to do triple electric into down forward 1-2, you're going to need to learn how to basically buffer your forward and then press your forward once, you know, he's ready to run, so that way you can get that dash, and then you're going to cancel that with your down forward into electric. So you're basically already inputting the first one. You technically cannot buffer perfect electric, but you see I'm able to dash before, you know what I mean, like, yeah. And then if you look at the input, yeah, it's basically it's buffered, okay? A lot of people will say, man, you can't buffer with Kazuya. You absolutely can in this game. In Tekken 7, you couldn't. In Tekken 5, you couldn't. In Tekken 7, in Tekken 8, 100% you can buffer for regular 14-frame electric wing godfist. If you're doing perfect electric, you can't. At least as far as I know, you can't. But, again, this is a beginner's guide, so we're not really trying to worry about doing perfect electrics here. So, once you can get your electrics down, you want to do basic combos, you know, and get you to the wall, right? Basic combos. Now, if you can just do one electric, but you do that consistently and you can't do two electrics, that's fine. Because I find that in some cases, unless you're doing triple or quadruple electric combos into bound, which are very, very hard to do, and I don't suggest doing them online, in like anywhere between like 50 to 80 ms or 100 ms, which are most of your matches, because a lot of Wi-Fi players out there. But even on your best conditions, I would say stick to single or double electric. That's my opinion. So single electric combos, now that we have this tornado, that does a lot of damage. Now usually she'll splat higher on the wall and you'll get about 96 damage off of that. Oh, he didn't run forward. There you go. So the angle was just wrong, but you'll get 96 damage. That's off of one electric. Depends on the wall, depends on the stage, and the distance, how big the stage is. In most cases, you'll be able to do a combo like this. And you'll get the wall like that, and then you'll be able to run up and then just, you know, end your combo that way. Once you're comfortable with, you know, single electrics, you know, you can do, you know, these types of combos. Now, you notice that even though I heat engaged, that did a lot less damage than the other one. So there are certain routes that you'd prefer to do versus others. You need to experiment with those routes. Again, like I said, basically doing any kind of screw or tailspin, if you can do 2 or 3 in a combo, you're going to do way more damage than if you do a double electric. So already a single electric combo basically did 4 more damage than this double electric combo. Unless you're doing triple electrics and you're basically able to get the wall, you're not going to do like 101, 105 damage unless you're doing triples, even with heat engage. Now, on this map specifically, give me one second. On this map specifically, obviously we have this wall here to the left as well. You know, which if we do a step here, oops. Same combo as before. You know what I mean? You get the idea. If you can get the right splat here, you'll be able to actually launch them through that wall as well. Which, again, I think I'm going a little bit too far ahead, because with the combo, you're noticing I'm doing a Waivu cancel. It's built in to 3-1. And as long as you do forward, like right away, you'll be able to cancel out of that. There's going to be, you know, advanced combos that you'll be able to loop that. We're not going to go through that in this video at all. But that's basically it. You know, for double electric, you want to just keep it simple at first, you know, until you can get to triple electric. Ah, I didn't land it, but yeah, that would have been big damage, you know. And those combos are really cool, and they do a lot of damage if you get a wall break. But again, the skill execution for that is just really annoying. And if you're wondering why, again, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, I have Xiaoyu. She is the smallest character in the game. So if you can land triple electric on her, you'll be able to land it on just about anyone else. I would suggest when you're starting out, try to land it on characters like Brian, Hwoarang, Jin, Kazuya, Heihachi. Like, they're bigger man characters. They're going to be a lot easier to basically land any kind of multiple electric on. So I went for a fifth one. That does 69 damage if you get 5. So unless you get 6 and you have your really tight execution, you'll get, I believe it's between 70 and 71. But yeah, guys, this is going to be my first video for you guys. Obviously, there's a lot bigger combos. This is supposed to be just like a basic beginner's guide. So if this helped you with executing electrics, please leave a comment down below. If you guys have any feedback for me whatsoever, whether it's positive or negative, feel free to leave a comment. Any kind of engagement is welcome, is fine. And honestly, if you guys want more videos like this for Kazuya or Heihachi even, who I'm now going to be playing a lot more, let me know. Just give me some feedback, guys. But till then, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.